I don't like this. I think the fire one is much better. Okay. Ice one is okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt a bit.
Another thingy. Another tampered arc.
How many do I have to kill?
Bryn, Seb and I have been digging into the devices you recovered and developed a working.
We'll test it against the ones you found in the field.
Oh, I see it. Is it gonna fly over here? Please? Gotcha. Nope. Okay, that's not working. It's supposed to be melting the ground, but I don't know why it didn't melt the ground there. No. Where do you go? Got him.
The verdant gardens. It was a must-see for visiting caravans. Weavers and foreign dignitaries alike. The gardens were a pleasant backdrop to the trade negotiations that took place in Upper Denevron.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Actually, we're just gonna run past you guys.
That arch should lead you to the lower city.
Ooh, we're finally getting the gravity strand. The heck is that? The monster design in this game is pretty good. You know, the boss design, I should say. The monsters, not so much. So far, we fought wolves, robots, and fire dragonflies, or whatever they're called. Not the most exciting things ever.
A body. Ahead. Outfit looks like our spying friends.
So, it's a uniform.
Okay. Bro. You'll end up in the town square. So this thing right here. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead this way.
I often heard that as you entered the perch, the bustle of Denevron would begin to crescendo until it peaked in the market. The tattered mantle. I've heard so many stories of this tavern. Always rowdy.
It's down there. Okay. So. Ah. Okay. Got it. Can I exit the cave right here? No. Okay, I swear to God, this is the worst walkthrough I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Let's just go this way. Wow, the fact that I can't see. Oh, there it is. What are you called? Oh, I don't have things yet. Hey.
Careful! A sledge worm.
It's
Throw
called
things
a
over 3 times its size.
Renlin sledge worm. Okay. So I need to break all the crystals. Okay. So legs, back, head, and tail. That's it.
The Undercane. This is where the CD's tattoos were done.
It is very glowy. Did I cause it to break its own crystal? Oh, that's funny.
Kinetic strand. Wonderful.
Well. Very good.
These streets running in parallel are known as the Three Sisters. Many weavers hosteled here.
Oh god. Okay. So we got that one. And there's one over there. I see it. Got it. Oh god, it's gonna break. Oh, Jesus. And we got two more.
Broker's Arch, the market gate.
Oh. Nope, I see one right there.
Before the surge, the Denevron market was famous across the Maida. Caravans left the Enclave with enchanted treasures.
I don't see one here. Yeah. God, I hate the things that run away from me. There's tunic. We got one left. I'm guessing it's in Weaver's Rest or Iron Walk. Oh good, I'm heading the right direction anyways. Weaver's Rest. Uh-oh. I don't see it.
Weaver's Rest. A common place for weavers in Lowtown to gather.
My mentor used to regale me with stories of the Iron Walk on long days.
Artisans, metal workers, and crafters also had stands here, though the smiths were by far the straw for travellers.
Okay, I see it. It's down here somewhere. So it's either in here or it's gonna be on top of. Oh, there it is. Sword and shield. Nice. It's still this way. Okay.
There's a note in his pouch. New drop. Market Loomgate, it says. But wait. Under his mask, he's scorched. Aurea, this looks like the wound on your wing. Only it's everywhere.
But there's no tangle there.
Could he have been caught in the flood?
Seems likely. Proof we should take that warning seriously.
I think we should look into that drop his note mentioned.
Especially if it's near a loom gate.
There's a small compartment here, hidden in the statue, already open and empty.
Oh. Is it gonna make me run all the way over there? Okay. Drop those. Wasn't this where I fought the giant thing? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't respawn.
Same spot as the last statue. Struck a vein, as my dad used to say.
Wait, I was half listening. Are you hurt?
Metaphor. Her dad was a miner.
We've got a tally sheet of some sort. Series of numbers below. And a bunch of garbled text below that. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Aye, mate.
Okay, cool. And that should be it. We are done with this place. I don't really think I need to kill anything else, do I? Not really. Like, I could go here. Nah. We'll go and complete the main quest first, and then we'll go to the new area.
I keep thinking about that dead body you found.
Me too. It's hard to forget.
Aside from the obvious, what bothers me most is they didn't have a scry to rescue them. If the Hearthsiders have fallen so far as to have lost that capability, it's troubling.
An abandoned city like Denevran. It must be full of supplies we could use. Do you think you could maybe grab some things for me?
You know I'm happy to help. What do we need?
I've noticed there are more arcs in the city.
So have I.
The upside is, according to Lane's logs, the ones carrying shields could be scavenged for assault. A metal we could use to reinforce all kinds of gear and facilities. A little heat would help in prying it off the arcs.
All right. I'll come back as soon as I have some.
Great. Thanks, Bryn.
Foes that are defeated or destroyed using heat or cold are considered tempered and have higher chance of dropping certain rare loot. Also note that cold will destroy low quality carved and forged, heat will destroy low quality woven and tanned. I already have a bunch.
So, spare a little rassault for a good cause?
Right here.
Perfect. I was actually thinking it would be good to start stockpiling some Akala hide. The nights get pretty cold here, and we could use it to reinforce our tents and blankets for warmth.
I'll be back in no time.
Thanks, Bryn. Please, hurry.
You already have those as well.
Any luck hunting?
That should be enough for a few blankets and tents.
Oh, that's so great. I don't suppose you would mind getting something else for me.
Yeah, no problem. If you've still got room in the caravan.
I'm just thinking, in an unknown climate, we don't know how fast the seasons might turn here, and as I said, it gets pretty cold at night. We should stock softwood for warmth. Like, a lot of it.
We have a bunch of
to keep
those
our
as
hearth
well.
lit, you know?
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm confused. The Akala hide I just brought to you isn't enough?
It's a start, for sure, but we need to be more prepared. Lots of softwood could really save us in a pinch.
Hey, I mean, preparedness is literally your wheelhouse, so I trust you. And finding treasure is mine. I've got your back no matter what.
Good. I hope it's not too much.
All right. I guess I'll be back then.
Thanks, Bryn. Come back with it soon. Did you manage to find enough softwood?
If you need more than this, the Don Brennick Pine Preservationists will come for me. Here you go.
Oh, great.
You don't sound as happy as I thought you'd be.
It's just that what I'm realizing is the Weaver Band really needs Drake scales. Like, give or take 90 to be safe.
Wait, 90 Ash Peak Drake scales?
Yeah, not the easiest thing to get, but maybe instead of fighting drakes, you could find one of their nests. I think they shed, right?
Kaz, you know I'd love to spend my days hunting down drakes for you, but 90? What could we possibly need 90 scales for?
Because it's hard to explain, but please, 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 can you trust me? I just really need you to trust me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Casbin, what's going on? Are we outfitting an army?
Because it's... I just think we could...
Don't you think Bryn's got you pretty well stocked at this point?
But... You're right. I got carried away. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks for all your help. Excuse me, I'm gonna put all this away now.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you say so. Good work, Bryn. We'll take care of the rest of this.
Interesting.
Hey, Bryn. Sorry I got carried away with our errands.
It's okay, Kaz. What was going on with that, though? Are you all right?
Yeah. Sometimes there's so much to do, it's hard to keep my head on straight.
Maybe you should take a day to relax. Our ongoing disaster isn't going anywhere.
I don't know how anyone relaxes in here. What about you?
Me?
Yeah. What do you do to relax?
Hunting?
You know, the forest around the camp is actually pretty nice.
I
When I
was
need to clear my head.
prepared
Just
to
take a
go
short
and
walk.
kill 90
The
drakes for
sound
you.
of rushing
Okay?
water from the brook is lovely. It always brings me peace.
The growl of a calla stalking you in those treks doesn't pull you out of meditation?
Nah. It comes with the territory.
I'll stick to the campsite.
When all else fails, a nap always helps too.
For Ashar, maybe. As a Kashar, I don't need as much sleep as the rest of you.
Sure. But you need some kind of break from time to time, Casmin.
I'll think about it.
A dead body and a hidden cache of materials. It sounds like the start of a Scold's tale.
All we need is a saber conveniently placed on the mantle and we're set.
More seriously, you said you had an idea about that sheet?
Remember that I used to work the trade lanes?
I do.
The dockers always wanted big loads for the cranes. But certain things, like, say, herbs, you'd only ship in small quantities. Over the years, the convoys developed a system where you'd have runners and haulers. Runners would make quick trips and bring small goods to a drop. Haulers would pack the cargo together and make longer hauls to the docks.
You think we're looking at a similar system, then?
Absolutely, I do. It's the sheet you found. That's a requisition for a runner if I've ever seen one. And note how it says Scout Group 23 here. That's a lot of groups.
Which means my mysterious observer is part of a large organization.
And an active one.
Kaz, I have to ask. How does it feel having this specific piece of information at hand right when we need it?
Why?
Because if we suddenly needed to know about Calnhaven or export quotas, I would feel pretty special.
How is that a thing you know exactly?
Dad was a miner. A really good one.
Promise you won't tell the others?
I can manage that.
Then yes. Yes, it feels amazing.
Do the items they're asking for seem important?
No, I don't think so. Lane thinks the garble at the bottom might be, but not the order itself. They're prioritizing fabricated items over raw goods.
What would that indicate?
At a guess, our Hearthsiders have lost, or were expecting to lose, production capacity and wanted backup parts.
How can you be sure the Enclave folks would use similar methods to yours?
It's centuries old, and you don't fix what wasn't broken, especially in a crisis. And from the state of the capital, they were definitely in crisis.
When you say requisition...
Think of it like an order. Bread, cheese, carrots. But left at the drop for the runner to prioritize before the next gather. It takes forethought. There's necessary lag between the order going out and being filled. But any logistician worth their salt can see a few months ahead and plan accordingly.
What do we do with this information, then?
At the bottom of the sheet, there's that series of numbers and letters. Those would represent drop points. I did some digging with Lane, and they're referring to coordinates on a map of the Enclave that was made just before the surge. L7 is part of the capital, see? That's where you found this drop. So, I'm inferring that these other marked coordinates are just as likely to have drops.
I'll check them then.
If nothing else, we could find materials for our own stocks. But I'm hoping there's more.
Maybe where our Hearthsiders are hiding.
Also, Lane was looking over the orders and wanted to talk to you about the writing along the bottom.
More drops, and talk to Lane. Got it. Do you read a lot of Scald's Tales, Kaz?
I do, as a matter of fact. When I can find a transcription. But I'll read just about anything I can get my hands on.
Any favorite storytellers?
Eloisa Farthing. She's a local writer back home. Actually, a lot of her stories are set in Dunbrennig. That's what I like about them. No matter where I am in the world, I can curl up with passages describing our rainy summers or stormy winters. And it's like I'm home.
That's beautiful. Though the weather in Donbrennig sounds terrible.
It is. What about you? Are you much of a reader?
Can't say I am. I'd rather live the adventures myself than read about them.
I suppose that makes sense. Still, if you ever want to try getting into it, Sola, Lane, and I have something of an informal book club on the go. We can give you recommendations.
Good to know. I'm surprised Dom isn't involved in that too.
He was, but his invitation was rescinded. The three of us would like to maintain a soothing mood during our meetups. He got too excited and spilled red wine on the pages of our first read, so...
Ah. I see.
So can't upgrade, huh? Alright.
How are you feeling about this whole Archon sabotage investigation, Sev?
I am unsettled. The thought of Arks being smuggled out of the Enclave makes me wonder what else was happening just before the surge.
It's pretty clear they were up to some stuff wildly over their collective heads. But don't worry, Sev. We're going to figure it out. Lane's going to write the book.
You're right. It's just the implications of an Ark being smuggled out. Was someone trying to reverse engineer how they were built? And if so, who?
The best way to put those worries to bed is to keep searching.
The Iron Walk. Hilda told me all these amazing stories, but seeing it in person... wow.
Sorry, who?
Oh, my mentor. She visited the Enclave regularly before the surge. I apprenticed under her for a few years.
What did she tell you?
The noise from the forges made sure you'd only have the smiths and their clients around. But on an average day, some serious coin would trade hands. The Enclave's smithing culture was such a draw, it started to cause tensions with the other nations. It didn't help that the Enclave would actively poach the best and brightest. They had deep purses.
I've heard stories of that. Some of the Carnhaven masters had moved and never returned after the veil went up.
The surge was horrible for everyone, of course, but I reckon a few smithing guilds were happy to not have the competition anymore.
Making the best of it, I suppose?
And make the best of it they did.
Ooh. Wow, that shield looks terrible. Not a good looking shield. Oh no, I need to kill more ice claws? Well, that's annoying. Okay. Well. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Weight reduction? What does weight do? Maybe like makes me cost more stamina when I do stuff? Well, I'm gonna assume yes and ignore it because, well,
Classic design.
I have unlimited stamina.
Sword and sword.
Okay. Nice.
What have we found?
That I am a very great fool.
He is not a fool.
I am. Hours trying to unravel the complex enchantments in each of these devices, and Sev here, paragon of clarity, points out a single point of commonality so mundane I had ignored it.
I'm sorry to have to let you in on the secret, Dom, but it's time you learned the truth about the Cabal.
The what?
It's true. People like Sev and I are here on a secret mission to keep you, and specifically you, humble.
It won't work. Many have tried, but enchanting requires the ego to insist the universe bend to our will. What our keen-eyed friend spotted was a singular mark etched into each device.
A maker's sigil. We used them in Tarza to lay claim to a craft work. They're certified to each maker. And I've always heard we borrowed that practice from the Enclave.
Meaning this mark could be registered in public records.
The Spire is a logical next stop. Nothing comforts the rich and powerful like bureaucracy.
I know just the place.
I'm gonna go switch my items first. Okay. That bow's not great. And I do not like that sword. And why is my fire bow worse than my kinetic bow? Oh. Okay, so I need to go kill Ark of the Living Flame and more Brennic Glasstail. And Highland. Okay, wow. I need to kill a lot.
You wanted to talk about the supply orders?
Indeed. It's about the gibberish along the bottom. Notice how the writing is in a different hand.
Yes, I can see that.
We're looking at a cipher. Someone sharing encoded notes.
Any initial guesses as to what the cipher says?
Hard to say exactly, but what we know is these orders were for Scout Group 23. So let's assume there is an organized group of Hearthsiders arranging these drops. At a guess, this was an unofficial channel of information passed to those in the field.
Information that would be invaluable to us.
Agreed. Why encode text if it's not significant?
You're sure we're dealing with a code and not just doodles?
While possible, it's not likely that someone would scrawl nonsense on the bottom of official orders. Why do so? To practice calligraphy? To refine their writing? Perhaps. But this is decidedly not calligraphy. Ergo, cipher.
What's your background with ciphers, Lane?
There's something of a hobby for me. Specifically, breaking them.
A fan of knowing secrets?
More a fan of information being shared freely. But also, yes, Udean nobility relies on them heavily, and being privy to the dirty laundry of the nobles is advantageous.
Can you give me a quick rundown on encoding, so I'm sure I'm following?
A favorite topic of mine? Cipher is a blanket term for securing text so that only an intended recipient can read it. They range from reasonably simple swaps of letters to complex changes that require devices or key sheets to solve. But, as notes quickly added to supply orders, the codes we are dealing with were simple by necessity.
Sounds like we have a cipher to break. I'll keep hitting dead drops.
Any code is easier to break with more samples. You can work on it like any other research project.
Hey, Bryn, keep an eye on Kaz for me, okay?
You're worried about her?
The last time I saw her this strung out was during her point training. I was talking to Sola the other day. It doesn't seem like she's sleeping much.
Casmin isn't someone I'd describe as easygoing on a normal day. What exactly has you worried?
Some of the things she was asking you for, we just don't need. Or at least not in those quantities.
90 Ash Peak Drake scales did seem like a stretch.
Normally she's more deliberate in her backstocking. This feels irrational.
I'll let you know if I notice anything. Don't worry. I'm sure Casmin will be fine.
You're probably right. Just keep your eyes open. She seems to open up to you more than the rest of us.
Okay. Well, let's go hunt a few things. Oh, we need Ark of the Living Flame. And this thing. Oh no, we're missing the other thing. Oh. Well, let's go kill Ark of the Living Flame first. And we do need to kill it. Instead of, you know, doing it the quick way. What the? Still icy here? Jeez. All right, where do you go?